What's up, guys? So I'm going to be covering a bunch about conversion rate and literally the top 5 things you should really be doing. They're super simple but super powerful, and they've helped me so much in actually becoming profitable and then being able to scale. So I just want to get right into it. But in this video, I'm going to show you the top 5 things, and then below this I'm going to link to some of the best, highest converting landing pages. And that way you can kind of see the patterns. You'd be like, oh, okay, I kind of understand like why these people are working and why this is working and why they're killing it. So the first thing I want to go over is the testimonial hack from Fiverr. So the hardest thing in sometimes it's hard to make your landing page and everything look credible. And I used to just go and oh, I'm going to rip off this video I see right here or rip off this video. And the problem is it doesn't look legitimate. And another thing is you want retargeting testimonials, especially, since I'm building a brand and now I'm going to be building another brand, you want your own unique videos. So it's really cool is you can actually just go to Fiverr. And here's an example. I'm not saying do this, but I'm just telling you what people are doing. Is unfortunately I can't find the store anymore, but there's a guy selling this snoring thing, and he had a medical doctor, this exact guy, talking about this snoring device. And you could literally have a medical spokesperson for $10 talking about your product, benefits, features. You literally can give him a script and he'll say everything about whatever this product is, and you can literally have that on your landing page, and it makes you look so much more legitimate. It's actually really shocking to see this. But now if you want to go for a more natural testimonial, this is a perfect example, especially if your product is aimed more towards the younger demographic. This is perfect, and it's only $5. And she'll pretty much literally show your product, talk about your product, and you can give her a script of what you would like her to say, benefits and features, and you can align it even with your unique selling proposition on your website. If you have something that's unique, you could really have her reiterate that. And so another thing that I thought was really cool is if you have a product that's problem solving and needs a demo, and this is a perfect example, this back posture thing. This guy right here, perfect demographic. And you could see actually his other videos where he goes over other things he's demoing, and he does a killer job. He's really good. And you can literally have your own your own video with your own product. Even if you're white labeling it, it'll look way more legit. This guy will demo it, show how it works, and I don't know, you could literally use this as a retargeting testimonial or retargeting ad, and it works so well. Another thing is color schemes. So when I was reviewing, even when I see people's websites when they're asking for a review in the ClickFunnels group, or when I see Shopify, Shopify beginners, I noticed that everything is all over the place. You really want to have a focused color scheme, and the biggest thing is that you want to have one color for all of your buttons. Now, I know a lot of people, everyone's like, oh, make your button red or make it green. Well, the truth is you just want it to pop out. So if you notice, on this website, the only green color is with call to actions, whether it's shop now, buy now, checkout, add to cart. It's really important, because if you can increase your click-through rate, that increases your chance for the customer now to go to the next step, because if they never find the button or it just isn't popping out, it's going to reduce your click-through rate, and that reduces your chance for any sales whatsoever. And here's another good example, Boom by Cindy Joseph. Ezra, literally he does it perfect. He has everything that's important is in pink. So once again, super powerful. Now, if you're looking for a way to kind of find a good color scheme, let's just say, your store mainly looks, maybe your store is mainly purple. Then you can go to this website right here. I'll link it below. And you just put in your color right here, and you click one of these 2 buttons. I forget which one, but you click it and you'll get 2 colors right here. And these are contrasting colors that would fit perfectly for a call to action button, or button color. So just play with this and you could find something really cool. This is exactly what I did, actually, 1-to-1. Now, the next thing is the chat icon to FAQ conversion hack. So what this is you want to have, first of all, this is free. So you can get Talk.to. It's a chat icon that you can install on your website on Shopify, and completely free, and it'll allow you to see what customers are asking and what questions they repeatedly have, and you can see even what landing page they are on. Now, I'm pretty sure this will show you in the free version. I use Help Scout now, but this one is free and it was really good. But you can see where these customers have questions, and then you take those top 5 questions and then you put it into your landing page. And it's like the easiest way to increase your conversion rate. So you want to take those, and then also you want to have an FAQ link on the top, like where your menu is, and you want to have all those questions as well. Everything that people are asking, you want to have that answered, because if there's one question that someone has that's not answered, they just won't buy. I have no idea why, but they just won't. And so yeah, you just every question you get, and then it just pretty much, they make your own landing page. And this is exactly what I did. So another thing you could do is, if you see that you're getting a lot of questions and comments on your Facebook ad and you're starting to generate a lot of comments, one thing you could do is take that and of course put it on your website and put it on your landing page. But what I started doing is I actually take, if I get a lot of comments, I'll make another version of my ad, and I actually put an FAQ in my ad. So like I have my text, saying whatever, oh, this is what it does, X, Y, and Z. And then where the read more is, if you read more, it's FAQ, and I literally answer what I see, repeatedly popping up in the questions or in the comments. And it's helped a lot. So I suggest you guys try that out. Another thing is reviews. So when I was first starting out, I obviously didn't have any reviews. I didn't know any of this at all. But I looked at a review software and I was like, oh, this looks good. Luckily I found Stamped.io. They're really good. And I started writing my own reviews. But what I noticed is, after I installed the chat icon, I noticed a lot of people read those reviews, and then they would ask questions like, oh, I know so-and-so was saying how great this X, Y, and Z product was, like blah, 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 and they would like start conversation just because how sold they were, but they still had more questions. But I noticed that people will literally jump to the reviews, and if it looks legitimate, I mean, they're totally sold, like they love it. But something that you want to make sure to do is you want to try to match the same look as Amazon, meaning like you don't want to like match your color website. Like for example, this is pink, right? Like what you should do is make it look like it's like legitimate reviews. Like just make it look like the same color as Amazon. It'll help make it look more legitimate. Now, the next thing is Hotjar. So Hotjar is like super, it's going to put you in the top 5%. If you put everything else that I just put out in the slides and you kind of do all of that, then you want to use Hotjar at the end to then analyze and see like where your customers are dropping off and what's going on as far as like, are people rage clicking, which I'll get into the next slide. Another thing that I do is I have visitor recording. So you can see each visitor, what they're doing, and I have like literally screen recordings of what they're doing. How far are they scrolling down? Are they like scrolling down rapidly and like looking for something, right? If they are, then that means something's missing on that page, especially when they're scrolling around, looking up and down, and then they just leave. I could tell that one of their questions definitely wasn't answered, and something's not coherent. Maybe my ad isn't coherent with my landing page. Like there's something to be fixed. So it was super helpful. And then another thing is like what I said, rage clicking. So that's basically where someone either thinks that this is a button or a picture should be a button. And you'll notice like you'll see right here, it'll literally look like this when someone keeps tapping on something, and if it's not a button or if it's not something that's clickable, then that means you should either rearrange the layout of your landing page or just make it a button. And so that's super important. So if you guys just kind of follow these top 5 things, oh my gosh, it'll help so much. And then I'm gonna leave below websites that are absolutely crushing it, but then you can kind of see the patterns of why they're crushing it. You'll notice that with their landing pages, it's long. It's like a long scroll because people are used to scrolling now. So like the longer you can get someone to scroll and sell themselves, and you're putting all the features and benefits and everything, the more the person will trust you, and you'll seem more like the authoritative site, especially if you're selling something that other people are also selling. You want to be, you really want to stake your claim. So that's really how you do it, is by selling the best, having testimonials, having reviews, and really looking legitimate. So anyway, with that being said, I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video.